My name is Mrs. Ayushi GR, and I'm from Team IPT, that's Interview Preparation and Training Team. By profession, I'm a counselor and an HR, and I will be conducting you today's interview. That's academic specialist for the position of bio tutor at Byjus. Right?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Before we start, there are two things which I would bring to your notice. First, be really loyal with your answers. Second, try to attempt all the answers.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so could you please introduce yourself?
Okay. First of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. I am Srishti Tyagi from Hapur. I did my graduation in Bachelor's of Science from SSV PG College and secured highest percentage in the university. And now I am pursuing my Bachelor's of Education from RG PG Government College, Meerut, which is completed this year. My experiences, I teach students from last 2018 as a home tutor. And now I teach in a government school as a PGT science teacher. And my strength is that I have good communication skills, good interactive skills, and most important thing is that I am able to teach the students of low IQ level also. Good morning, ma'am. So today we will study about reproduction, which is the topic of class 10 biological science. So before start our today's topic, we have to know the answer of the question that how the new organisms produce, or we can say how the new generations produce. So here is the answer through the process of reproduction. So what is reproduction? We can say in simple words, reproduction is the process through which new organisms can reproduce of its own kind. So what is reproduction? Reproduction is the process through which new organisms reproduce. Of its own kind. As we all know that in our nature there are different kinds of organisms. So every organism have different kinds of reproduction process. So there are two types of reproduction processes. These are, first one is asexual reproduction and another one is sexual reproduction. Now, what is asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction, basically, it is the process through which new organisms produce by involving one parent only. What we will learn? In asexual reproduction, there is involvement of only one parent. Only one parent involved. But in sexual reproduction, it is the process of the reproduction in which new organisms produce by the fusion of gametes, in which there is the involvement of two parents. So we can say there is the involvement of two parents. Now we will study what are the other differences between asexual reproduction and the sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, we already studied that there is the only need of one parent. So the new organisms produced by this process are of identical type. So the new organisms are identical to their parent. Or we can say them to clone. They are the clone to each other. But in sexual reproduction, as we already studied, that there is the fusion of the gametes. So due to the fusion of the different gametes, there is the variation occurs. So that's why the new organisms produced in the sexual reproduction are not identical to their parents. There are some variations, not identical to their parents. Another one is that, as we already studied, that there are different types of organisms present in our nature. So what kind of organism have asexual reproduction and what kind of organisms have sexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction occurs in the simple organism, or we can say unicellular organism. Occurs in unicellular organism. But in sexual reproduction, it occurs in the multicellular organism. Now, what are the examples? Because through examples, we can relate the topic easily. So the example of asexual reproduction, like bacteria, which is present in our surrounding easily, and amoeba. So what are the examples of bacteria, amoeba, and etc., which we will study later. But sexual reproduction occurs in two kinds, in flowering plants and in human beings. So the examples are in flowering plants. What are the flowering plants? For example, hibiscus. And another one is human beings. Is it clear? Okay. So now we will study what are the different, as we all study that reproduction are of two types, asexual and sexual reproduction. Now we study that what are the different types of asexual reproduction.
Okay, now please have a seat. Can you tell me some of the companies which Byjus has acquired?
Yes, ma'am. First one is Akash. Second one is Topper Equation.
और भी हैं. We will share the PDF with you. उस PDF को अगर आप देखना आपको सब समझ में आ जाए. Okay, and can you name some of the competitors of Byjus?
Ma'am, Vedantu, An Academy, and Physics Wala.
Okay, now can you explain me any topic in bio for 7 to 8 minutes?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
What is plasmolysis?
And plasmolysis basically is the process in which there is the shrinkage of the cell. The cell size is the
Dash are functional unit of food and absorption.
dash is the functional unit of food and absorption.
Red blood cell,
Ma'am,
small intestine, villi.
Villi.
Which of the following organisms have book lungs? Spider, ant,
Spider.
penguin, or sea lion? Okay.
Spider.
Jellyfish breathe through book lungs, gills, diffusion, none of these.
Diffusion, ma'am. Diffusion.
The lungs are protected by sternum, ribcage, backbone, or all of above.
And all of the
What is the role of academic specialist?
role of academic specialist is that we have to take classes in a week. Take classes daily, around 3 sessions in a day, and solve the problems of the students. Also check the homework of the students, and there is also a peer feeding session, and we have to meeting with the parents also.
Okay. Do you have any question?
No, ma'am, not now.
You want to ask any question?
No, ma'am, not now.
You have some questions in mind? कुछ चल रहा है आपके mind में?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What is the difference between mentor and tutor?
Ma'am, mentor guides the student, but tutor guides and teach the student at a time.
Okay.